Hello friend! On this video, I want to show you how to use Budget Tracker a bit more efficiently. And for that, I will show you how to use the feature of recurring transactions. I know for Budget Tracker, you have to enter all your transactions manually, and that is good because it gives you awareness. However, there are some things that we can speed up, and that's why I created the feature of recurring transactions. For example, there are things that you know will happen with a certain frequency and they will always be the same amount. For example, your rent, Amazon subscription, Netflix subscription, maybe your paycheck as well. You know it will happen every 2 weeks, always a certain amount. So when you know those things, we can speed your entering of the transactions up. How? We schedule them and they will happen automatically when you use the recurring transactions feature. So in this video, I will show you how to use them, how to set them up, so you can use Budget Tracker more efficiently. So let me show you how it works. When you go into your wallet page, you will see on more options. If you tap on it, the first option will say recurring transactions. So if you tap on it, it will take you to your recurring transactions page. In here, it's where you are going to create those transactions that you know will happen with a certain frequency. If you read in the description, those transactions will be triggered every day at 7 p.m. So you will schedule them for a certain day and they will be logged in your budget tracker at 7 a.m. of the day that you choose. So if you, to create a new one, you will tap on the plus icon. This will take you to create a new transaction. It will look the exact same when you create a normal transaction. So I will select a pocket, for example. For my example, I will be creating a transaction for my rent. So I will select my general expenses. Then I will put either rent or mortgage or whatever it is for you. So I'll do rent. My description, I can type something here if you want. I will say, in my case, my rent is, I'm making up a number. I will say $1,000. And then for my tag, I'll put housing because this is a housing expenses. In my case, I will choose the frequency. I know I pay rent once a month, so I will select monthly, and then I will select my start date. This is when the transaction will happen for the first time. So in my case, I will select March 1st. That will be the first of the month when I want this transaction to happen. And then it will update the next recurrent date will be a month from the day that I chose. Lastly, you can hear the satisfaction level if this applies to your transaction. In my case, because it's rent, I will just leave it neutral. And then I will tap on create. After I tap on create, you can see that my recurring transaction appears here on my list. And you can see that it's going to happen next on Saturday, March 1st of 2025. The transaction that I schedule is rent. It's going to happen with the frequency of monthly, and this is the amount that is going to be logged in your budget tracker. So if I go back to my wallet, this is what a recurring transaction will look like when they are triggered by the app. So you will see in here, this was my test. They will have the name of the transaction, and then you have a little icon that tells you that this was triggered automatically by the app. So I didn't have to enter it manually, but it happens automatically. So by default, they will be created inside the pocket that you assign for that transaction. So this is a great way to speed up the entering of those transactions that you know they will happen with a certain frequency and with a certain amount that you already know of. So I hope you find this helpful. I hope this helped you use Budget Tracker more efficiently. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.